prasado yasya prasada nagati kutopi Janaranjana Yamunatira Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraya Nasta Praeshu Vabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. So yesterday we had the opportunity to visit that wonderful temple, Simachalam, and we saw the form of the Lord. Did you see the form of the Lord? Did you? How could you see the form of the Lord? The Lord was covered. You couldn't see the Lord. You could see the egg. You could see that giant egg-like form. That's the covering of the Lord. And the Lord was within that covering. Right? Every year on Akshaya Tritiya, if you come on the day of Akshaya Tritiya, there's a huge crowd. Yesterday the crowd was nothing compared to Akshaya Tritiya. If you come on that day, you will see the enthusiasm, the eagerness of the people. They all come, they all want to get the darshan of the Lord. Because on Akshaya Tritiya they take off that covering, they remove that chandan. And by late afternoon, they again cover the Lord again. Now, why do they do like that? Well, it's described in 9th canto, was Pururava was flying over, and he got to a place he couldn't go past it. He couldn't go beyond a certain point where he was traveling, and he wondered what was wrong. And then he came down and he found out there was a form of the Lord there. The deity was there. Lord Nrsingadev was there, and he was very hot. It was very, very hot. South India is very hot. Just like Malaysia is a little hot, not so bad. But South India, much more hot than here. Huh?
So the Lord was so hot. They used the sandalwood. When you put sandalwood on, then it has, of course, cooling effect. Srila Prabhupada's Murti, we should always put the chandan every morning. When we do the Guru Puja, every morning we offer the garland, we offer Guru Puja. First of all, we put chandan on Prabhupada's head. So I was thinking that, in Mayapur in the winter time it's quite cold. In parts of the world where we have Prabhupada's Murti, cold. We need to put chandan. But Janani Vas Prabhu, who is the senior brahmachari there in Mayapur, for many years he's overseen the worship of the deities. He told me that Prabhupada always wanted chanda. Even in the winter time, when it was cold, he would always put chanda on his head. So Lord Nrsimhadev also enjoys this pastime at Timatala, being covered in sandalwood. So we are traveling to so many places of the pastime, so many different places where the deity of Lord Nrsimhadev is being worshipped. In some of the places, the deity was installed. In other places, the deity was self-manifested. The Lord appears by His own sweet will. Yesterday, the temple we went to was very ancient. Shankaracharya went there, Ramanujacharya went there. It's a Divya Tirtha. That is one of the Divya Tirthas, meaning that one of the hours also had gone there and recited poetry, glorifying the Lord. So a very special holy place. Bhakti Vinod went there. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada also went there. And our own Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada also went there. He brought the devotees there with him. They went to see Lord Nrsimhadev. Well, they didn't actually see Lord Nrsimhadev, but they had darshan of the Lord, without actually seeing the Lord Himself, because He's covered. The Lord is covered for many people, right? For the common people. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Naham Pratishasavatma Yogamaya Samavrita Mulu Yamna Vijanati Lokamam Ajam Avyayam. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my eternal potency, Yoga Maya. So the Lord covers Himself. Sometimes the devotees cover the Lord, as they do here in Timatala with the sandalwood, and sometimes the Lord covers Himself by His Yoga Maya potency. Yoga Maya is like electricity. Electricity can be used to produce heat. It can be used to have a cooling effect. The same way, Yoga Maya can cover up Krishna to reveal Krishna as an ordinary person, or it can cover up Krishna to allow Him to reciprocate with His devotees in some of the rasas, like Dashya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. This is the Lord's covering potency. He covers Himself. Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yashoda, they see Lord Krishna as their son. They cannot think of Krishna as God. Unlike Vasudeva and Devaki. Vasudeva and Devaki, they are also parents of Krishna. They are also in Vatsalya Rasa. But they're not on the same level as Nanda and Yashoda. Nanda and Yashoda have this wonderful exchange with Lord Krishna, that they only think of Krishna as their child. And we saw that same relationship with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also brought to Siddhartha. And you can read in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came there to Siddhartha, what did he chant? Huh? No, he didn't chant Hare Krishna, he chanted something else. Sri Narasimha, Jai Narasimha, Jai Narasimha. Praladesha, Jaya Pada, Mukha Padma Vrinda. Chaitanya Charitamrita describes how Lord Chaitanya came there to Siddhartha, and he chanted the stotra glorifying Lord Nrsimhadev. Just like when he was at Govardhan, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Govardhan, then he recited a verse from which was sung by the gopis. If you read the 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, and the chapter called Gita, chapter 21 of the 10th canto, there's a verse there where the gopis glorify Govardhan Hill. And Lord Chaitanya chanted that verse when he was circumambulating the Govardhan Hill. Right? The gopis, they were singing how Haridasa Varya, the Govardhan Hill was Haridasa Varya, the very best of all the devotees of Lord Hari. So like this, Lord Chaitanya would enter into the mode of the particular place, and he would worship the deity with the appropriate verses. Just like we're also trying to do, we're thinking of the Namaste Narasimha Swami. We like to sing that verse. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was singing this particular stotra, which is given there in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we come on parikrama, we come to visit this holy place. This is also a form of devotional service. It is serving the lotus feet of the Lord. By going to visit the different holy places, we are serving the lotus feet of the Lord. Coming out of our home and going to visit different places, traveling around, experiencing some inconvenience, experiencing the hardship sometimes, climbing the staircases, or climbing the mountains, or coming through the tunnels, wading in the water as we did on the very first day, wading in the water for 1 hour to catch a glimpse of the Lord. All of these little austerities are for our purification. Right? We come here to visit these places. We want to hear the glories of the Lord. The real purpose in coming to holy places is to hear about the glories of the Lord. We don't just come for the eye exercise. We don't just come for shopping. Right? Sometimes people, they come and go shopping, we can go shopping, we buy this and that. That is something you may do, but that's not the real purpose of coming out on the parikrama to visit the holy places. But we come to hear, and we like to hear from the wonderful devotees who live there and who are dedicated to the service of the Lord. So we were seeing yesterday, I was with Nitai Sedini and her husband Samba Prabhu, and what happened was after we had darshan of Lord Narasimha, that we were taken into a room, and in the room the Brahmanas came and they chanted stotras, they chanted verses for our benefit. So they were telling me, Papa Prabhu's wife were telling me that when they build a new temple, they want to have a room also there in their temple. And after everyone has a darshan and visits the temple and sees the deities, then they will invite them into the room and they'll have some Brahmins there to recite verses, Ashirvad, giving them blessings, right? It's important to give blessings to people. Just like we bless, I know in Chinese, how we bless people, right? We will say, maybe coming up to Chinese New Year, people will say, Gong Si Fa Dai. Right? Maybe get money, maybe rich. And we bless people, Masha Rui, everything should be successful. We bless them, Shogi Manshan, may you have a life as long as the South Mountain, Guru Gong Hai, as opulent as the South Sea, like this. We like to give blessings. So, as devotees, it's our duty to bless people. People always come and they think, oh, give me your blessings, right? So how do we bless them? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught, how can we blessings? He would say, Krishna Vashtu. May your mind always be on Krishna. So that is a nice blessing to give people. And if you cannot remember anything else, you can simply bless them by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Hearing the Maha mantra is in itself a blessing for people. This is our duty as the devotees, right? The Ramanuja Brahmanas, they're chanting their verses and mantras, but when they see us do kirtan, they're saying, dance, dance. They like to see the life of the Krishna conscious devotees. They're happy to feel the energy which is generated by the kirtan. So that is the business of the devotees. Wherever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would go, Mahaprabhu would have kirtan. Sometimes he's on his own, but he would do kirtan. He would be chanting. So it's important for us also to keep the holy name always on our lips, chanting the holy name, giving people that opportunity to hear the holy name. So Krishna consciousness is a very practical philosophy. We simply have to apply the process regularly, hearing and chanting. We have to chant for our own purification, and we have to chant also for the purification of others. So, the louder you chant, the more powerful it becomes. So we encourage the devotees, always keep the holy name on our lips, decorate our lips with the holy name, and let people hear the holy name. Lord Nrsimhadev was very merciful to Prahlad Maharaj, because Prahlad Maharaj had undergone so many difficulties, but his faith was never shaken, even though he had to accept so many attempts by his father to try to end the life of Prahlad. Prahlad had no bitterness in his heart, but rather Prahlad prayed to Lord Nrsimhadev that please don't let my father go to hell. So that is the nature of the devotee, that's full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. And if the fallen conditioned souls can be our own family members, often the family members are not favorable, and you have obstacles in practicing devotional service. But we should always feel compassion towards them and pray for their deliverance. So when we come to these different holy places, it's an opportunity for us to also offer prayers to the Lord. Just like Prahlad Maharaj offered prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev. All the demigods came, and even Lakshmi came, but none of them were able to pacify Lord Nrsimhadev. But when Prahlad came and offered his obeisances, then Lord Nrsimhadev was very interested, very concerned. And he placed his lotus hand on the head of Prahlad and gave Prahlad Divya Gyan, so that Prahlad Maharaj could offer nice prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev. So in the same way, we come to the holy places. Many people come to the holy places. We saw yesterday in Samachala, so many people there. What are they praying for? Usually they pray, give me wealth, give me home, give me a nice wife, by the sea, Om Jai Jagadish Hari. Right? They have a material good. The offer prayers asking the Lord. But our prayer as devotees, we are praying to the Lord. We are praying, please engage me in your service. When we chant Mahamantra, we are praying like that. Also pray Lord Krishna. Also bring energy of the Lord Hari. Please engage me in your service. Please give me the strength to serve you. Right? We can pray like that. We don't need to pray to Lord Nrsimhadev to give us. Rather, we want to remember the prayer which we'll be chanting regularly through our travels. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Namaste Tejase.
Namaste Tejase.
Avir Baba.
Avir Baba.
Prajanaka.
Vajranaka.
Prajanakstra.
Vajranaksha.
Karmashraya.
Karmashraya.
Randaya.
Randaya. Randaya.
Tamograza.
Tamograza.
Om Swaha.
Om Swaha.
Abhaya.
Abhayam.
Abhaya. Atmani.
Atmani.
Udishtam.
Udishtam.
Om Shrom. This is the famous prayer. Where is it? Which canto will we write it?
Chapter 8 shloka.
Okay, fifth chapter.
Canto 18 chapter 8 shloka.
The prayers offered by the different sections of Gomandala, the different people of Gomandala, different regions. So Prahlad Maharaj is residing there with the devotees of Lord Nrsimhadev, and they're worshipping Lord Nrsimhadev by chanting this mantra. And they're chanting this mantra to Lord Nrsimhadev. They're praying to Lord Nrsimhadev that, "Oh my Lord Nrsimhadev,
O my Lord Nrsimhadev,
who possesses nails and teeth,
who possesses nails and teeth,
you also have nails and teeth, but not nails and teeth like Lord Nrsimhadev. Lord Nrsimhadev's nails and teeth are like thunderbolts. Though who possesses nails and teeth like thunderbolts. Kindly vanquish our demonic like desire. For fruitive activity. Please appear in our hearts. And drive away our ignorance. So that we might become fearless. So we might become fearless. In our struggle. For existence. In this material world. It's a struggle. The material world. We're all struggling with the material energy. Right? They're very difficult to overcome the material energy. But if we take shelter of Lord Nrsimhadev, then very easily we can overcome this material energy. Lord Nrsimhadev is the controller of all these different energies. He, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, Maya Yakshina Prakriti Suyate Satarata. This material nature is under my direction, O son of Kunti. So Lord Nrsimhadev is the expansion of Lord Krishna, and this material energy is also attentive to Lord Nrsimhadev's desire. Lord Nrsimhadev desires, he can remove all the obstacles. Right? Vighna, Vinasha, Narasimha. Vighna meaning obstacles, and Vinasha means removes all the obstacles. This is the power of Lord Nrsimhadev, because he comes with his powerful hands and sharp claws. Right? Lord Nrsimhadev has lotus hands. He has hands like the lotus, but with long nails. Right? Sometimes you don't cut your nails, your nails get long. So Lord Nrsimhadev has long nails, lions of long nails. But still his hands are like a lotus flower. To the devotee, they're like the lotus. But to the demons like Hiranyakashipu, they're the cause of death. Because Lord Nrsimhadev took his claws and ripped the intestines of Hiranyakashipu with his sharp claws. So Lord Nrsimhadev deals with the demons in a different way from the devotees. The Lord comes to give pleasure to his devotees. We get pleasure when we see the Lord kill the demons. Sometimes people don't understand who is the demon and who is the devotee. You can see the picture of Lord Varaha fighting with Rajaksha. So one person came and said, "Oh, who is this terrible beast fighting with this poor man?" They thought Rajaksha must be a good man. And Lord Varaha, he must be a bad person. He could not understand the transcendental nature of the Lord. But to the devotees, these things are not a mystery. Rather, this is the source of pleasure. And the same way, it's the source of pleasure for us to come on this yatra and visit so many holy places. Nitai Sevini Mataji said to me yesterday, she said, you know, South Indian people, if they don't wait in the long line for the darshan, they feel like it's no darshan at all. There should be a long wait, lining waiting up, and that is part of the darshan. And if you just go there and see the deity without all that, they think, oh, there's no darshan. And they think if there's no yoga, rice also. And if there's no breaking coconut, it's also no good. They like all these things. Of course, they have a different mode. We are following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And we enjoy the darshan of the deity, not just a quick darshan, but we enjoy the opportunity to be in front of the deities and to chant and dance for the pleasure of the deities. It's a different mood. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaudiya Vaishnava, that's why the temple rooms are big. South Indian temple, very small, you go to a tiny place, you know. You go to Tirupati, you don't even get in, you just from a distance only, you see. Then they move you on quickly. But we're fortunate, we're allowed to have a good darshan, to see the form of the Lord, and to fix the form of the Lord clearly in our minds. So we want to take advantage, coming to these holy places, becoming more fixed in Krishna consciousness. Okay, any question anybody? Yeah?
Maharaj, I have two questions.
Oh.
One question, you just told about blessings. So you need to give blessings to others. Maharaj, but for me, I personally, I feel that I'm not qualified to give blessings to anybody. So how to take your words?
She feels that she's not qualified to give blessings to anyone. So how can she give blessings? So you give the blessing on behalf of your spiritual master. Right? You're the representative of your spiritual master. So when you give a blessing, you give the blessing on his behalf. Right? We are simply the servants. We are simply the postman, delivering the mail. So we give the blessing. We ourselves are not qualified, but Guru is qualified. So we give the blessing on behalf of our spiritual master. Another question?
Maharaj, when we are young, for me, I could remember all the shlokas, then I remember Krishna easily. But as aging, we forget the shlokas, we forget so many things in spiritual things. So I'm worried, like, in the future, at the time of death, will we be able to remember Krishna? We don't know. So how to take this?
Yes, this is an important point to understand. We learn slokas, but we forget. Just like teaching Bhakti Shastri, many people learn slokas, and then after Bhakti Shastri, they never know the slokas again. You ask them, what was that sloka? Do you remember? You studied that sloka in Bhakti Shastri? Oh, I forget. They don't remember very well. The mind is, restless. So it's very important that you have to use the things which you know. You don't have to know a lot, but you have to use what you know. So that's important. You have to use it. You have to recite regularly. Otherwise you will forget. You should recite every day. There's one lady, Prophet disciple, Narayani Mataji. She's very scholarly. And she every day she will recite all the slokas that she memorizes. For Bhakti B.V.V, Bhakti Vedanta, so many slokas. And she will recite them every day. So when you recite every day, then you start to remember them. And when you recite slokas, you should know the meaning also. Just like we sing songs every day, we're singing different Vaishnava songs, you should know the meaning. It's important. If you don't know the meaning, then you won't get much benefit. So it's important for us to recite regularly. Some temples will do like that every morning. They will recite, just like they recite Shikshastika every morning. Recite every morning, you know it. Recite, we say Guru Vasika every morning, you know it. You learn it, because every day you're singing it. So every day you're reciting these different slokas, they will remember them. You won't forget them. Otherwise you learn them and they're easily forgotten. Just to pass the exam. Learn the sloka. No, you have to. The real exam is coming at the end of life. That's the real exam. So we have to think of Krishna at that time. And how to think of Krishna? By chanting, by remembering these prayers. Right? Krishna Tvadya Pada Pankaj Pancharantam Ajayva Me Vishadu Manasaraja Hamsa Prana Prana Kapaye Kapavata Pittaye Kantavaro Janavido Smaranam Kitaste. This is a famous verse by the Awar Kulashekar. So let me die now while I can chant your holy name. So Prabhupada was regularly chanting these things. He was regularly encouraging us to also recite and to memorize and know these different slokas and use them regularly for talking to people, telling them about Krishna. Okay, any other question? Yes, Prabhu?
Maharaj, why the form of Varaha and not the normal lion form is Sinhachala?
Varaha Narasimha, why the form of Varaha Narasimha? Prahlad Maharaj desired to see that form of the Lord who had killed his uncle. Right? He saw Lord Nrsimhadev kill his father. He wanted to see the form of the Lord which was responsible for killing his uncle, Haranyaksha. And so at that time, Lord Nrsimhadev assumed the form of Lord Varaha and showed Prahlad. So this form, Varaha Nrsimha, was shown for the pleasure of Prahlad. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so we'll take Prasadam. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Bhakti ki jai.
So let's
Bhakti Vighna Narasimha Swami Maharaj ki
Jai.